trolling and having people say horrible things about you on the internet is something that we have all experienced in some way, shape or form. Tell us a little bit about the story behind it. Why are people saying these things about you?
They're saying them because last year I got with my partner Greg, and Greg was married not long before that, actually. He got married in the July of 2014. His marriage came to an end through no fault of his own, and he was left heartbroken. And it wasn't much longer after his marriage broke down that Greg and I started dating. And people, because they didn't know the backstory and they didn't know what had happened, people presumed that I had broken his marriage up, that I had wrecked his life, wrecked his ex-wife's lives. And unfortunately, I got all the blame for it and got a lot of abuse online about it. And I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with it. And at a time where he was going through something really bad, obviously with what had happened, he then also had to deal with being called names as well, because he'd started dating me and he was called an adulterer and stuff, and so he got a lot of abuse as well.
And so were these from people completely outside your circle who don't even know your circumstances and just made their minds up and then got on their little thumbs and got busy?
Yeah, like obviously all our friends and family knew the truth, and they were very, very supportive.
You were friends before as well, weren't you? Is that why they think, oh, something might have happened before?
Yeah, because Greg and I have been friends for many years through the charity that we both work for and his family work for, When You Wish Upon a Star. So we'd known each other for a long time. The thing that people presumed,
together, don't they?
is because I did go to his wedding, and people were like, "Why were you there?" Well, why wouldn't I have been? I was a family friend, and So
how did the comments make you feel?
They hurt me. I tried to ignore them, and I tried to move on from them, and you know, Greg and his family and my family were very, very supportive of us, and they were fantastic, but there's only so much that you can take before you start taking things to heart. And I was getting really upset the fact that people were thinking such horrific things of myself and
Did you
Greg.
go for help somewhere? Did you seek help?
No. Like I say, I was very lucky that family, friends and everyone were really supportive of us and stuff.
And this is from Twitter?
It wasn't just Twitter, other things like, for instance, when you go to, say, a charity event and you pitch it together, the story that always accompanied it was Nikki and Greg, charity event, and it was Nikki who stole Greg from... That's the story that always accompanies it. So I can't blame people for the names that they called me, because they only heard one side, and I'm quite a private person. I like to keep my private life private. So when it was all happening, and as much as I was getting, I didn't speak up, and I kept quiet because I thought it'll blow over and it'll be fine, and it never has.
It's always the women, though, that do get the blame. I had it for years, and it doesn't matter what you say, you can't win. They always seem to blame the women, which I don't understand.
But also, as well, if one little inaccuracy is reported once and then reported again and again and again, that then becomes fact, and that seems to be the case.
Yeah, because like, the thing is with myself, I just want to be happy in my relationship, and I just essentially just want people to leave us alone, to be happy and not have that side of it. And I've been fairly fortunate that I haven't really suffered before this with online trolling. People have been actually quite supportive of me, and I've been very lucky. And I've seen over this last year how much of an effect it can have on people, not just myself, but I see my work colleagues, a lot of people that I work with.
Your daughter, Eva, from the show, she gets a lot of trolling, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Can I just put this out there? And I know people say, well, you shouldn't do this because it's giving in to the bullies and it's giving in to the trolls. Why don't you just stop? Why don't you just come off it? Like, I came off it 2 years ago, the social media scene, and it's been the best 2 years of my life. I know there's people out there that hate me, can't stand me, call me this, that and the other. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to open my phone up to it. So go out with my life and go away.
See, we've discussed this, Colleen and I, many times, because I've written stuff in newspapers about politics, and then I have the politicians that I've attacked, all their supporters, attacking me. And I took the view that I wouldn't come off, that I'd answer some of them back.
Yeah.
Because in the end, they do get bored.
This is why I'm doing this. It's just, online trolling, I just feel, it's disgusting. It's vile. Why in today's society do people feel that they have to go to a negative first before a positive? And it's disgusting. And, like, I agree with what you say, why don't you just come off? But then I also think, why should I? I enjoy parts of it. Why should I?
because I think there's other social media outlets that aren't so open to the trolls.
Is Greg on Twitter or anything? Has he stuck up for you? Has he stuck up for you?
Yeah, he's brilliant, and you know, he's much stronger
You're
than I am.
smiling when you talk about him.
He's
Can
lovely,
you see any future marriage, kids with him? Why don't you set that record straight then?
Everyone's like, "Are you going to do that?" Well, you know, we've been together like officially just over a year and stuff. So it's very, very early days. We're very happy in each other's company. We're loving it. We're enjoying ourselves.
Do you live together?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we do. And so we're just having fun. If that happens in the future, great. But right here, right now, we're just enjoying it, and that's the most important
And
thing.
is he divorced now, or?
Yeah, he is divorced. So he's.
But when he got divorced, now he's divorced, has it died down a bit?
Not really, no, because, like I say, whenever you go anywhere, the story is still that. And then, so I've been speaking to a lot of people, and I said, I think for the first time I'm actually going to pipe up and defend myself and speak up, and just speak up the once and say, this is it, this is the actual story, now leave me alone on that issue.
We're thrilled that you've come on here as well to do it, to set the record straight. And we haven't even had a chance to talk about Hollyoaks, which you do so awesomely. And Nikki, good luck with Hollyoaks.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with Greg, and we wish you all the very best for the future.
Thank you very much.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.